איך הוא? החתן תותח? תותח או לא?
הכל עושה.
לא, הכל עושה, מדבר על הראש שלו. תותח. רואים בעיניים שלו. אריאל זה היה אתמול שהוא נולד? וואי 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 וואי.
יותר גם.
Kaylee, come.
Honey, you want to take off your bracelet?
Yeah?
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, אשר קישרת וציוונו להניח תפילין.
אמן.
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, אשר קישרת וציוונו על מצוות שלנו.
אמן.
ברוך שם כבר מחסום.
ברוך שם כבר מחסום.
Okay, Tanya, I can take you back to school now.
And then we'll go down.
Wait, sorry, 1 second.
The Baal HaSimcha. Baal HaSimcha I'm speaking to. I'll leave my thank yous to my son. I want to say one thank you to the Brian from America. What a surprise to have you with us. Thank you so much. But this is the time. You know, I don't think if I ask Ori right now what I said when he was Bar Mitzvah. But I guarantee that I asked you in 5 years from now what I said, you're going to remember. No, 10 years from now, you're going to remember. I'm going to ask you, remember, Mr. Hashem, in 10 years from now, what I said at your Bar Mitzvah. I'm going to speak at Mr. Hashem, at your real Bar Mitzvah, about your name, Nassan Baruch. But let me take a short Tani. What's the gematria of Tani? 460. Correct. Oh, Mary. Baal Simcha, and the gematria of what I wish for you, and what your parents wish for you, or what the Chatonim wish for you, what your Abba and Mommy wish for you. Tzadik ben Tzadik is the gematria of Tani. His father is a big Rav. He was a caravan, many students. He's very special. He's a tzaddik in so many ways. You have the shoresh of your mother and your father have a land of tzidkut, because Tani, you're going to become a tzaddik. That's how both of you. Today you have soon the Eight Tov, to come out the Eight Sahara, and you use it to fulfill the Ratzon Hashem to become a what? A tzaddik. How do you get tzaddik from? Your name, Tani. When you think of Tani, it's tzaddik and tzaddik, or like tzaddik, Yisod Olam. Also Baal Simcha, which is you. But what you remember 10 years from now is that our hope for you is to become a tzaddik from your name, Tani. Mazel tov.
needless to say, my parents, it's a big schus to have you here in Israel with us, and everything you do for us in every way. And really, it's a pleasure to have you, and it's a pleasure to join with you, only in simplest and nachas. You should get a lot of nachas from your children, from your grandchildren, from Hashem. Great-grandchildren one day, I mean, that's what he turned 15 today, so, you know. Well, thank you again. We love you. Only nachas. Love you. Guys, take advantage of my brother. Take advantage of him. Thank you so much for coming, and snap some pictures, and Judy as well, and Kevin too. Yeah, stay here. And I also like to thank my father-in-law and I have been planning this out for a while. It was going to be a surprise for everyone except for Tani and me, that my mother-in-law was coming in. Tani laid on a nice guilt trip, and the guilt trip is very, very simple. How could you not be at my hanach? They're from the state of New Jersey. How could you not be at my hanach tefillin? After all, you delivered me. Now, that's not figurative. That's literal. She literally delivered him. My wife, from the moment she knew she was in labor till the moment Tani was born, we have a machloket. She says 20 minutes, I say 10. But it's probably around 15 minutes, and we had no opportunity to go to the hospital. Baruch Hashem, I wasn't alone in the house. My mother-in-law was visiting at the time, because we were expecting her to be due around that time anyway. And Tani was delivered in our bedroom when we lived in Tulsa. So my mother-in-law delivered Tani. So once she was guilted into that, she was crying. She said yes. And then my father-in-law called me up and he's like, I'm not going to tell Tani this, but it'll be a surprise for everyone that my mother-in-law is coming, except for Tani, but Tani will be surprised that I'll come too. So he came also as well. And we're supposed to have them here. You should be well. I'm in Esther, and only the simple matter. Amen. Nachas takes many forms. But Hashem, we will see when you have children, and everybody Hashem should have nachas from their children. And say you have nachas from your children. But you have a specific nachas with every single one of your children in their own special way. And maybe you think like nachas is this general thing. It is. You have nachas in general from your kids. When you see your kids grow up and you have the schus of seeing them from when they're little growing up and becoming the people that they're going to become, you get to see their personalities develop. Nachas takes a whole different meaning. I just even want to talk about just the past few days, kind of just to see. First of all, my three oldest, Tani and Mary, have always been a very, very tight-knit crew. 15, almost 13, almost 12, and they're very, very close siblings, and close to fighting, but see today, Tani put on his tefillin, and to see the culmination of really him beginning the process of taking upon Torah and mitzvahs, and to see him learning, will have an opportunity to hear at his bar mitzvah, see him on 2 starim of Mishnayos, and he's really been working incredibly hard. Yom V'Layla, he's sitting there with the Mishnayos, learning hours and hours and hours a day. To see that, and again, no one told him to do this. It wasn't like, okay, you should do this, you should do that. He just took it upon himself one day. He said, I want to learn, and I want to make it see him. And to see that kind of, and if you know Tani, this is his gura. This is his strength. When he has something in his mind, this works for the good, but it also works the other way. When he has something in his mind, right, sushi, when he has something in his mind, and he's got to do it. He does it the whole way. He does it the whole way through, and there's no way to stop him. So when we were kids, we saw that when, there was blocks in the drawers, and he wanted to play with them, so there was no stopping him from taking all the blocks and dumping them and throwing it all over the floor. Hence his name as a child destructo, because he literally destroyed everything he got his hand on. Literally, nothing stops time. And it's such an unbelievable strength, as we're finding out now. As my father said, the person's born with the Yetzirah, and then he's infused with the Yetzer Tov, and we're seeing that sort of midah of when a person has this ambition and nothing can stop him, when it's applied in the right way, you kind of see how it takes hold. And it's an unbelievable midah, and Reb Shem, you should be zocha to take that midah to do wonderful things, and to watch him this morning put on tefillin next to the birthday boy, they're born exactly 1 month and 2 years apart. See the birthday boy down to the Yom. Believe it or not, he's been down for a long time. I think this is the first time I ever saw you.
And you promised, after the 5th time you promised they'll come, you never came.
Yeah, so now I got broken promise. Always keep your promises to your children.
Come on.
But he's here now. We got to hear him daven and Mary together with Mary and Connie going to share a bar mitzvah with their Irish twins. Irish twins exactly 1 year apart. That's the name for it. So see her develop into the person that she's going to be is real close and a real naka. And of course, it was all due to my hard effort, and I'm just kidding. It was all my wife and her unbelievable schwitzing and dealing with the children and helping them in every way. She's a mother that's mamish in the trenches. She always says that it was something she aspired to, and that's something that she really is. She's in the trenches with the kids, and she's with them in their lives 100%. And it's a big of course, I won't forget about Kaylee and Chesed. Yeah, proud of Tani, Mary? You proud of Tani?
You want to say something?
So I just want to say one little Bar Torah. Is that what's this idea of when you put on tefillin? Tefillin is just such a funny thing. You're strapping on this tefillin, you're strapping it around your head and around your arm. And I remember the first time I was on a flight, and I'd never been exposed to having a non-Jew see me put on tefillin. And I was on a flight one time, I don't know, it wasn't to Israel, it was somewhere else. And I put on tefillin, and all these guys are just staring at you, like, what are you doing? They weren't sure whether to call the police. I was strapping on a bomb or something like that. They didn't know what they were looking at. And then it made me think, like, what am I doing, What am I doing when I'm doing these films? And, sometimes Chabad, it's not smart, sometimes Chabad gets a little flack, because if you notice what they do around the world is they take these people who aren't even like religious or whatever it is, and they go ahead and they have them put on tefillin. And that's what you're doing with them. Maybe sit down with them and tell them to keep Shabbos, or start giving them mussar or something like that. Why are you sitting there putting on tefillin? What good is that going to do? Just throwing tefillin around people. What good is that going to do? It's very interesting. The Torah tells us that Moshe Rabbeinu turned to Hashem and he said, show me your ways. So Hashem obviously turns to Moshe and says, I can't really show you my ways. You're not God. I can't show you my ways. He says, but I'll show you something. The Gemara tells us in Brachos that HaKadosh Baruch Hu passed by Moshe, and the Torah tells us that Moshe saw Hashem not basically from behind. What does that mean? So the Gemara tells us he showed him the Kesher Shel Tefillin. He showed him the tefillin. He showed him, I wanted you to see the Kesher Shel Tefillin. And that somehow that was a way in which God showed Moshe his ways. So the Lubavitch Rebbe explained something unbelievable. He says that what does it mean to know God? How can a person know Hashem? So you can't really know Hashem. You can't describe Hashem in the normal human terms. So the only way to really know Hashem is there's this idea of das, a person that's das, to know, and there's a level in Kabbalah that's even higher than das, and that's ratzon. When a person feels, for example, a person has his children, why do you love your children? You can explain it to a certain extent, but then it stops. Words can't explain it anymore. There's just something beyond das, which is in Kabbalah called Keter, which is beyond das, which is beyond chacham, beyond knowledge, the words cannot express. And that is an idea of something called ratzon. When a person has pure will, just to help the person, be close to the person, even if they can't express it, even if they don't understand. And it's that thing that everybody's looking for in life, right? They're looking to be able to expand beyond their mind, beyond themselves, into something bigger. And that comes because there's a certain godliness inside of us that yearns for that. And the Lubavitcher Rebbe writes that this is what Hashem was telling Moshe. I can't explain to you in words how I work. I can't explain to you in logic what it means to be close to God. But I can show you what it feels like. And he showed you the tefillin. The tefillin has a special power. We wrap it around our minds, and then we connect it to our heart. That's why we put it on the arm to right next to the heart. So next to the heart and our brains, we wrap ourselves in our tefillin, and our tefillin is supposed to be able to elevate us past the level of das, past the level of knowledge, all the way to the level of ratzon. And so yes, if you have a second opportunity to talk to someone who's not religious, and try, what are you going to say to them? What exactly are you going to say to them to turn them on to Judaism? You're going to convince them of Judaism in 10 seconds, but you know what you can do? You can give them a feel. Yeah, give them a feel. Put tefillin on. Give them tefillin. And that tefillin has a special power to trigger something very, very deep. And this is what we believe as Jews. That's why I told Tanya, I said, even it should never be, there should be a situation where he doesn't daven. But you should know the mitzvah of tefillin is not the mitzvah of davening. They're separate. A person should always put on tefillin every day. A person should always have the ability to wrap around tefillin. In fact, the Sfarim write that if a person feels that he's separated from Hashem, he doesn't feel a connection to Hashem, it could be because his keter, which is the top part, the highest sphera, is messed up. How is it messed up? It could be he did an avera that's kares, keter, chav, tes, tav, reish, switch the reish and the tav. Kares means to be cut off. You can be cut off from something spiritually. How do you repair a spiritual disconnect? By fixing keter. How do you fix keter? Through tefillin. Tefillin is the mitzvah that allows us to feel Hashem. That's why it's such a big mitzvah in Klal. It's one of the things we say, like, what does it mean to be religious? A Shabbos is kosher and tefillin, basically. Shabbos kosher and tefillin. Putting on tefillin. Mitzvah Shem Tani, you should recognize the power of tefillin. The power of tefillin is not logical, it's supernatural. We're wrapping ourselves with Torah mitzvahs on our head, on our body, in our heart, connected to our heart, to recognize that Ki'im Chayim Baruch Hu, this is our whole life. We have family, and family is beautiful. The thing that connects all family together and all Klal Yisrael is the Torah and the mitzvahs. Mitzvah should be over. The tefillin should be the first step to you being Makabel Oma Hushamayim, accepting the yoke of heaven, and to be able to serve Hashem, and to bring Hashem and all of us a ton of nachas, which I know I'm sure you will.
Amen.
Beautiful.
guys, you're saying as far as getting pictures together, bring the grandparents here, you know, for our generation. In fact, we hear the words grandparents. We didn't have, Jeff, you might have it, but for Daniel's mother, and you know, for me, myself, and even for my wife, she didn't know what her grandparents, our parents were European. It was like totally unusual. So what is special? Do they know what's so special with the place here? Okay. Inside there's a sacred Torah, as you couldn't see, it's only Ashkenaz sacred Torah, self-pardon, that Ziva arranged to bring from Frisch, if I'm not mistaken, right? From Frisch High School in perhaps New Jersey, all the way here. And it was a whole big ceremony. It was beautiful. And the person his name was Mr. Rover from Fairlawn, New Jersey. And this is important for you because our generation, you know, parents were Holocaust survivors, you people have grandparents, etc., but you have to carry on the legacy of memory and the knowledge of, you know, what went on. Mr. Rover, who's sacred Torah is there, he brought it from his village back in Europe, but he was able to bury both his parents survived the war also. And so that was probably the only person, maybe there was a few others who don't know about his history, were able to, that his parents survived and able to survive the Holocaust that came here. Then we start a whole big something up. When Robert Land came to my house the first time, in the summertime, so the air official, and he was saying, we told him he wouldn't have made back to Staten Island for the Sudas he ate by us, and he said, "Yo, Mr. Lockman, I have my grandfather has a brother who lives in Cleveland." And I said, "What's his name?" And he said, "What?" Tannenbaum. I said, "Is he religious?" Because that's how I knew it. He said, yeah. I said, "Well, my parents have a good friend, Tannenbaum in Montreal." "Oh yeah, that's where he lives, in Montreal." So Robert Glantz got
Everything outside of New York is one
right through
Montreal, Ohio.
And then when Viva met, you know, Daniel's grandfather, Robert Glantz's grandfather, and he said, "Lautman, you know Michu Lautman? That was my father." So it turns out it was a relationship of families who know each other back from Europe. But here comes the kicker. First thing you have to know is that the grandmother, Lisa Glantz's mother, and my mother were one of the first people at the concentration camp in Auschwitz. They knew each other from back then also. Unfortunately, her mother was not alive when the children got married, etc. But my mother's number was the 48th Jewish person in Auschwitz, and your mother's like 320?
It was 1,680.
Yeah.
1,000 was the...
So
680.
Oh, 1,680. So they were in the first transport from the same area, basically. So there's a whole history here, but there's a lot of history about this. That's what we have to know. He'll be here. He came here for a time. It's true. But the thing is, you're here to carry on Judaism, and just remember.
You know, Chuck, you know why they started out of 1,000?
The first were Polish prisoners.
Or political,
right,
etc., or against the government, gypsies, etc.
And then from there, after 1,000 was Jews.
Yeah.
And what's amazing is you never know who you have to be nice to. That's always the lesson that we say this. He said, can you imagine if they had, they knew each other in the shtetl, they knew each other from even before the war. So can you imagine if they, they knew each other before the war, if they had fought over, eggs in the shtetl, or, a piece of bread in Auschwitz, And they think they thought that they were going to live, first of all, and that they were going to have children and grandchildren, and they were going to share great-grandchildren, whoever, nobody was thinking that way. So when you're with your roommates, hang with everybody, you never know who you have to be nice to, if you come back years